Good morning, YouTube friends. Hey, today's topic, I just wanted to touch on an application that I've been using, a phone app, iPad app, whatever, that's helped me to schedule help from outside people, from my family and those who've offered to help over the months. That circle's gotten very, very small, but I used an app to help me stay on top of this stuff because in the early days, when people understood what was going on, they naturally wanted to come and help out with things. So the problem was that I would get some people used email, some people used text messages, some people used Facebook Messenger. Not that there was a huge number of people, this is maybe three or four people. And it became hard to manage these multiple inflows of information. And like the rest of my life and our house here, the way that we operate this house, I tried to simplify and streamline everything. So I thought, well, there must be some kind of caregiver apps out there, caregiver helper apps, apps to schedule stuff like this. And I found a few. I found a few, three or four, and I tried them all, and I ended up with one that really stands head and shoulders above the rest, and that is called ianacare, and that stands for I Am Not Alone Care, which sort of informed my IANA principle. I am not alone care, and it's a free app. And so I'm going to show a little bit about how it works. I have my iPad open here on the desk beside me, and I'm going to do a screen recording to show how all of this, to show how this system works. So bear with me, and let's have a look at it now. I will open it up. I have my iPad screen going here, and okay, so this is the front page of the ianacare app. Let's just close this again, and you can see what the icon looks like. It's down here at the bottom of my screen, white with the bit of beige and green in the corners. ianacare. So I downloaded this app. There's also a web portal as well. So you can see in the upper part, it has a checklist thing. Well, you sort of ignore that. That's a number of things you can set up. You confirm your email, put a profile picture, describe the team, introduce yourself, and there's build a caregiver team. This app wants 8 people. I don't have 8 people, so that's why that's not checked. And fill out some locations. So you put in home or other places, and keep ignite practical support, whatever. Keep team updated, lift organizational burden. So those are just some housekeeping parts. But the most powerful section of this that I found, there were two sections that are powerful. One is the calendar, and one is updates. Let's just have a look at updates. And like I said, I had a team of 3 or maybe 4 people who helped out. And in updates, I'll scroll right to the very first update I made way back in October 2023. Thank you for being such a loving, supporting friends and families. Then I had a number of key contacts here with phone numbers and emails. And I'm going to blur this out before I share the video, but it's just a simple list of myself, my daughter, 2 sisters, and 3 friends. And then, a message about bathroom hygiene. This is as things were changing, unable to ask for a bathroom break, blah, blah, blah. Toothbrushing, put out toothbrush and toothpaste. Note about speech and language, note about clothing, activities that you could do with Heather. Walk in the public gardens, visit the library. Well, that's all over now, of course, but this was back in October 2023. There were still things she could do. So that was a year ago. That's all over. So it's just a series of updates that everybody who is on this team would see. Okay? So go back to home. And the other important part of this is, well, you can invite people to join the team. um, sorry, back to home. Click on the Get Started, and at the bottom here it says invite more people to the team. And here's where you can invite people by email address, and they'll get a message that they have access to this Heather's ianacare calendar and requests, so they're engaged with the program. So, here's the other important part is request help or add it to the calendar. And below that is offer help to other caregivers on my team. Well, I've never used that. So if I want to request help, let's say I need to go to the dentist on Friday, I would go to request help. Yeah, I can pick any one of these categories. In my situation, I just picked rest or break or check-in visit. So we'll say check-in visit. And instead of sending a message to one of my team members here, I'm going to send it to me so that nobody else gets a notice. So next. Location would be location I already set up, home. Context would be visit while John is at the dentist. Okay, and the date would be Friday the 22nd at 10 o'clock a.m. End time would be, let's say, 11:30. So 11:30 a.m. And so that's the extent of the visit. I can say event is visible to all members of the team, or event is set to private. I'm going to set it to private so nobody gets a notice about that. Go to next. Okay, go to next. Well, I don't know why it's not going to next. Oh, I need a description. So dentist, done. So that upper field, the description is required to. Now we go to next. Include details. Stay with Heather. Not Nether, with Heather. And emergency contact, I don't think this is required. So I'm just going to say, looks good. Okay. So this message has been confirmed. So now, because I'm a member of the team, I'll actually get an email that says you've been asked to fill in for this appointment in ianacare. Would you accept? Yes or no. If I click accept, or the other person clicks accept, it shows up in the calendar. And if I don't accept, well, there's a message that happens there. So, and in the confirmation of the event here, I can go add to calendar, and boom, that actually shows up in my online Google Calendar. So this is just really just an overview of the app. Obviously, if you're adept with apps and this sort of thing, you'll adopt it. You'll adapt to it very quickly. It's a wonderful app. Was really helpful. Now that my team and my requirements are so small, and because I have Risa here 4 days a week, I don't have these requirements that I have to put out a call for help for the most part. Because I schedule my activities and appointments during the days when I have help here, when Risa's here. So, but I highly recommend this. Wonderful if you have, let's say, a parent who's still living on their own, but needs help with meals or a bath time or an errand or multiple requirements like that. It's really great. So I rely on that, and of course my online Google Calendar. Or Apple Calendar, whatever you have, and that's that app. So this is another of the caregiver tips from John to you, and I hope that is helpful. And as always, please check if you're subscribed to this channel. If not, click the subscribe button and click the little bell icon, and you'll get a notice for when there's an update. And remember, you're not alone. Stay strong, and we'll see you next time. Bye.